Wednesday show. Hello, everybody. Maybe not. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if you can hear me or if you're even there. This is Dracula. Don't know why or how Dracula came into this, but Dracula apparently is here now. I hope this show doesn't suck. Your blood. Yeah, okay. Hello, everybody. I don't know if anyone's out there. Right now, it's showing no one's out there. Oh, no. Now it's showing people are coming on. There we go. Hello. We got Candace is here. Oh, wait, no. Hello. That actually shows. So this thing always sits at the top. Live viewer comments show up in the stream bar. This is an example. Click on the comment section and see. I've never actually clicked on that before. And I just accidentally clicked on it. Come one, come all. We are about to join in on your guys' favorite segment. This has been like, I received messages from people about when we're going to do the segment again, and we're doing it right now. So come join us. Send your friends over, because this is one of your favorite segments, one of my favorite segments. It is a head-to-head competition here. Hello, Debbie. So make sure you join us. You guys are controlling the competition here, as we've done just the last time we had it, so you guys controlled the competition. But overall, it was a lot of fun when you guys controlled the competition. So if you guys want to have it so your favorite Disney thing moves on to the next round, send a friend. If you want to have it so your favorite Disney thing is chosen, stick around and start thinking about your favorite Disney topics. And we're going to eventually get to what the topic actually is going to be tonight. We're just going to give people a few more minutes to get on here. It went up to 10 and then just went down to 5 people watching. So maybe we had new people who got scared. I don't know. All right, let's get this party started. We're going to start the 687th episode of the Wednesday show in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 687th episode of the Wednesday show. Today is October 19th, 2022. I'm your host, as always, Brent Dodge. Hello. Today, we're going to be bringing back your favorite segment, the segment that I get asked more often than anything else, on when and where we're going to do that segment again. And we're doing it tonight. Right now, we don't have a lot of people on. So hopefully people come on, because it's all about audience participation. Otherwise, Candace and Debbie are going to be the ones who are going to decide the entire fate of Disney right now. But that's fine, too, for Candace and Debbie. So before we get into that, let's start with our news for the week. First off, thank you everyone who's been joining us for our Saturday in the Park. If you didn't already know, every single Saturday over on the From Screen to Scene Facebook page, we do a live broadcast from someplace found throughout the Walt Disney World Resort. Make sure you join us every single Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. We always have a lot of fun there as well. Julian's here too. Yay! We have 3 people in the competition right now. Keep joining us if you guys want to join in the competition. Right now, we're up to a whopping 3 people. I don't know where everyone is. We usually have a lot more people at this point. Also, if you guys already know, every single day we are uploading a brand new YouTube video over on my YouTube channel, which Julian, you can see by the little icon below his name here, he's watching on YouTube right now. Smart man. Anyone who watches on YouTube, it truly helps us out. So if you guys want to watch YouTube, watch us on YouTube, and we have a brand new video every single day at 10:45, usually, sometimes it's a little bit later, but usually 10:45 every single day, a brand new YouTube video up. And we've also been doing a daily YouTube short as well. Today was a Hidden Mickey over at the Polynesian, and our YouTube video today was the Grand Piano over at the Grand Floridian. And of course, as always, tonight's show is sponsored by It's All About the Mouse Travel Jazz Hands. Make sure you stop by it'sallaboutthemousetravel.com for all of your Disney travel needs. All of their services are absolutely, positively, 100% free. So make sure you book with them for your next Disney vacation and let them know that I sent you over. Okay. So if you guys have never been part of our bracket series before, this is what we're doing. In the past, it used to be I just came up with a list of things and then you guys voted. That's not as much fun as having you guys choose the topics. And I'm trying to stall a little bit because right now we're slowly getting people on, slowly having people come on. But you guys who are watching in the chat room, you are not only just going to vote for what the best thing is, but you're also deciding what's going to be in the competition. Now, if you remember, our last competition was everything Disney. We did everything. We did characters, movies, theme park attractions, Broadway shows, cruise ships. We did everything, and everything went head to head against one another until we eventually figured out what the best Disney thing of all was. Magic Kingdom was the winner. Today, however, we are doing a brand new topic. So get out of your head everything, and we're doing a more specific thing. But this way, we can maybe have it so we figure out what exactly we should watch. What are you talking about? Today, we're going to be doing a competition, or starting the competition, and this competition is going to continue going into week to week to week, about trying to figure out what the best Disney Plus item is. That's right. We're going to be covering everything and anything that is on Disney Plus. So as we've done in the past, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by having you in the thing right here. You guys are going to be trying to figure out exactly what items we're going to have in there. Now, I think to make this a little bit more fair and a little bit more fun, because there's not a lot of people who are on yet at this time, what we'll do is we'll break this up and have it so as we continue going through the competition here, we'll throw more movies in until we eventually get to 64 different movies, shows, series, original programming, all that other fun stuff, until eventually the competition keeps on going and going and going. Since we will have a total of 64 different items, let's start off with 16. And what we're going to do is we'll start off with 16 right now, and then later tonight, as we're going through, after we do, let's say 4 head-to-heads, we'll take another 16, and then eventually next week we'll take another 16, and then another 16 during that episode as well, until eventually we have a total of 64 things going head-to-head to head-to-head to head-to-head together. Now, if you guys were with us last time, what we're going to do is to kind of give you a prompt on what we're going to do is instead of having it so you're just saying, well, my favorite Disney Plus thing is Big Shot. I just finished watching Big Shot last night, season 2. It's great. What we're going to do instead is we're going to throw out to you guys different prompts, and you guys are going to go through and we're going to answer those prompts, and those are going to be the things that add into our series. So what we're going to do is let's start off with what is your favorite thing to just watch on Disney Plus? It can be an original series that's specifically made for Disney Plus. It can be one of your favorite films of all time that just happens to be on Disney Plus. It can be a documentary that's from the National Geographic section. It can be one of the Marvel movies or one of the Marvel series or one of the Star Wars movies or one of the Star Wars series. So right now, we're just going to take about 5 to 10 suggestions from you guys to get this ball rolling. So throw into the comments, what is your favorite thing to watch on Disney Plus? Eric says the DuckTales original. I'm going to start throwing this in here. And also, if you remember, what we do is I don't put these in the exact order that you guys are throwing it out on there. But what we're going to do is we're going to have it so it's just kind of randomized. So if you guys are then choosing the numbers later on for what goes head to head. I've been watching a lot of National Geographic. Is there anything specific on the National Geographic section that you put in your top 10, 20, 30, 40, number 1? Okay, we got Mighty Ducks. Great series. I have not watched today's episode yet, but I absolutely love the Mighty Ducks series on there. So let's do, or are you talking about the movies? Let's specify the movies or the series. The Mandalorian. Yes. So far, you guys are saying things that I just absolutely love. Candle Shoe. Gotta love Candle Shoe. Eric, if you didn't put Candle Shoe in there, I would have put Candle Shoe in there. All right, Mighty Ducks both. You're saying both. So we'll have Mighty Ducks the series, and then we'll also have Mighty Ducks the whatchamacallit, the movie in there as well. Okay, let's throw Mighty Ducks. movie here. Okay, let's do another prompt. We'll do another prompt. What is your favorite Disney Plus original series that is on Disney Plus? Oh, here we go. The Mysterious Benedict Society. Great show. I cannot wait for season 2. Mysterious Benedict Society. Is it Gretchen? Is that her name? Gretchen is like the greatest character of all time. I think that's her name. Right? Gretchen? I just, the little actress is like the funniest actress. Judy, if you want to throw in your favorite National Geographic show as well, I'll throw in we got Big Shot. Let's throw Big Shot right here. Okay, so for those of you guys who are just joining us, we do have some more people coming on. Right now, we're going through, you guys are picking the topics of what is going to be going head-to-head in our competition, trying to figure out what the greatest Disney Plus thing is, what to watch on Disney Plus. This is just kind of helping me figure out what I want to watch later on tonight. No. High School Musical, the series. Yes. Let's throw that one right here. High School Musical, the series. Great show. So we had I'll throw out one of my favorites on there too. My favorite show that they've had on Disney Plus so far is The Imagineering Story. So I'm going to throw that on there too. The Imagineering Story. Oh wait, let's do another prompt here. Oh, here we go. We got some more. Sneakerella, Miss Marvel. All right, let's do another prompt here. What is your favorite? Let's say, what is your favorite Marvel thing that you can watch? Andor has been good so far. Let's throw Andor in there. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots left to throw in there. So what's your favorite Marvel thing? Whether it's, well, preferably something that we've not said yet. WandaVision. Let's throw WandaVision into our list as well. Hey, Joe. So for Joe and anyone else who's joining us right now, we are doing another bracket series. Right now, we are figuring out the first 16 items that are going to make it into our bracket. And then after we do 4 rounds of competition, we're going to throw out another 16 prompts here for us to do here. Here we go. Werewolf by Night. I just watched that last night, and that was so much better than I was anticipating it to be. Miss Marvel, we already have Miss Marvel on there. The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Amazing show. Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. You're going with the classic, Iron Man. Cannot go wrong with Iron Man. Okay. Oh, wait. Judy got the last one here, The Rescue. Eric, remember Muppets Haunted Mansion for our next round. Actually, you know what? Just for our next round, I'm going to throw it in there right now. Let's see here. Let's put it right in this spot right here. Muppets Haunted Mansion. Okay, so this is how our game is going to play. If you guys remember from the past, what we're going to be doing is we are going through, you guys are going to be choosing exactly what's going head-to-head with one another. So as we go through here, we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do 4 rounds right off the bat. After those 4 rounds, we're going to choose another 16 items to be brought into our thing. Actually, you know what we could even do is we do the 16, bring 4 more, or do the 4, bring 16 more in, do another 4, bring another 16 in, do another 4, bring another 16 in. If you guys want to do it that way, and that'll bring up all 64 that we have tonight. And then everything is fair game by the end of the night to see what goes head-to-head. So to get us started here, we need 2 numbers. So throw any 2 numbers in between numbers 1 and 16 to figure out what is going to be going head-to-head against each other in this very first round here. First 2 numbers that pop up from 1 through 16 are going to be going head-to-head against one another here in our competition. Okay, we got number 5 was the first one, and number 13 was the second one there. So number 5 and 13, let me throw those ones down on here as well. We have, oh man, and 13. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was 13, right? Is that? Yeah, 5 and 13. Okay. Wow, we are starting off with 2 ones that I was hoping would not battle each other until like the final 2. These are probably 2 of my favorite shows that are on there. So, oh my gosh, let's start us off. When Disney Plus first arrived back in November of 2019, there were 2 big shows that launched the entire platform. Ironically, those 2 shows, well, there's like 5 big shows, but 2 of the shows that were on opening day that were original series from opening day are our first 2 going head to head. Our first one is The Mandalorian. Mandalorian tells the story of a brand new character that we've never met before in any Star Wars franchise. It takes place shortly after the events of Return of the Jedi as the Mandalorian makes his way through the universe. This is the way. As he goes through, he eventually meets the one, the only, the lovable Baby Yoda, or Grogu as his real name is. As he goes through and comes face to face with the Empire, who wants to have Baby Yoda, or Grogu. We're going to call him Grogu because that's his actual name. We'll probably say Baby Yoda too while we talk about it too. While they go through on a trek across the galaxy, trying to bring him back to where he truly belongs, we go through so many twists and turns of this series that everyone has fallen in love with both The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda / Grogu. And both of them have become 2 of the most popular Star Wars characters of all time. Now, before we get into what's next with it or what the competition is, I would also like to point out that recently I was thinking about The Mandalorian, and I think out of all the live action characters in the history of Star Wars, I want to say, I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that The Mandalorian has more screen time than any other character ever in any Star Wars film, show, everything combined, in live action form. If you throw animated in there, then it'd probably be like Darth Vader or Obi-Wan Kenobi. But when you put it into just live action, because Darth Vader is not in every single scene of all of his things. So I think The Mandalorian probably has the most screen time out of any character. That blows my mind because Star Wars has been around since 1977. So it's mind-blowing. But anyways, going up against The Mandalorian is the thing that I actually threw into this list. And I am very fearful that I think that this is going to get knocked off right off the bat. But I would be fine if it does lose to The Mandalorian because I do love The Mandalorian. The Imagineering Story. The Imagineering Story was a 6-part series that tells the entire story of the Imagineers, the people who actually create the Disney parks all around the world. The entire series starts off with Disneyland and how Disneyland was created, and eventually oozes its way over to Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disney, the cruise lines, and eventually ends up at Shanghai Disney. While they go through this 6-part episode series, there is so many twists and turns about how they came around and created brand new items, and they go through all the triumphs and all the heartbreak that it takes to actually create some Disney magic in the theme park world. Overall, this is probably my favorite series that Disney's ever created. I take that back. After The Amazing Race, it's probably my favorite TV series of all time. I absolutely love the Imagineering Story. I've watched it multiple times, and I think it's such a great story, which is going to bring us to our very first vote of the night. Which one would you like to move on to round number 2, The Mandalorian or The Imagineering Story? I can't believe these 2 are going head-to-head right off the bat like this. This is absolutely insane. You guys have about 30 seconds to throw your votes in for either The Mandalorian or The Imagineering Story. This is a really tough vote. I love The Mandalorian, but definitely Imagineering Story. That series was good and emotional. We have 1, 2 for The Imagineering Story, 3 for The Imagineering Story. Mando gets a vote. We have a 3-1 vote right now, 4-1 with The Imagineering Story in the lead currently. We're going to give you guys a few more seconds here for about 15 seconds, probably, to get your votes in here, because right now we've got 12 people watching between both platforms and we've only got 5 votes. It's a 4-to-1 vote. So if you want to have your vote count and have it so maybe the Mandalorian moves on, throw your votes down. It is a 5-to-1 vote right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-to-1 vote right now with the Imaginarian story in the lead. 6-to-1, my dad pulling ahead with the Imaginarian story as well. We've got a vote for Mando, 6-to-2 vote. You've got 5 seconds left. Throw your votes into the comments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who would have thought that immediately on our very first thing, the Mandalorian would fall? That blows my mind. Holy cow. Okay, so the Imaginarian story is moving on to our second round of competition. But until we get to that second round, we need to go through and have it so we figure out what else is going up head-to-head with each other. So in the comments below, throw a number between 1 and 16. The only ones we can't do is 5 and 13 because we've already used them. So 1 through 16, throw your votes into the comments below right now. La, 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 la. Also, for those of you guys who are watching but not voting, make sure you throw your votes in. Your votes count here. And every vote that you have towards your favorite thing will help move on. Paige, we're only going to take one number from each person. So we're going to take number 4 from you. And if anyone out there has another number that you want to throw in there, number 10. So number 4 and number 10 are going to be the ones that go head to head against each other here. Nope. Oh, I know what's going to win. Oh, I would be shocked. I would be shocked if the one doesn't win. But this is for the sake of competition here. Okay, so going head to head, let's start off with the underdog. Back in 1977, a brand new film debuted. Yeah, Star Wars debuted that year, but that's not the movie we're talking about. We're talking about a little Disney movie that's a lot smaller than Star Wars. Pete's Dragon, that came out that year too, but that's not what we're talking about. The Winnie the Pooh adventures. No, that's not what we're talking about either. We're talking about the one, the only Candle Shoe. The movie that me and Eric are probably the only 2 people who have seen, and we are probably also the only people who watch it consistently on Disney Plus. Candle Shoe tells the story of Casey Foster, who is a foster child, and she goes through and is eventually recruited by a con man, Harry, and the 2 of them are supposed to go into Candle Shoe, a house like a mansion, and they're going to go in there and find the buried treasure someplace in there. So Casey is recruited by Harry to go through and try to discover where this treasure is. Along the way, she meets several different characters like Helen Hayes. That's her name's Grandma in the film. And along the film, they go on exciting adventures, exciting car chases with trains, and so much more. It is one of my favorite Disney films of all time. And people always think that I'm joking when I say that. But legit, like, I actually watched this movie like 4 days ago because I watch it all the time. It's such a good film. Going up against Candle Shoe is probably a film, or yeah, it's actually a series. It's probably a series that might beat Candle Shoe, but it's going to be tough. So last year, January of last year in 2021, we got a brand new live-action Marvel series that blew audiences away. In fact, this was one of the most highly acclaimed Marvel series of all time, WandaVision. Now, in WandaVision, we see the aftermath of Wanda and Vision after the movie Endgame. And of course, in Endgame, or actually Infinity War, spoiler alert, Vision passes away. He dies. And it's kind of curious, how on earth is he actually living throughout this entire series? And we go through starting in 1950s sitcoms to 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, until eventually we have a story unraveling that tells the story of Wanda and Vision as they go head to head against multiple bad guys, or actually good guys, maybe both, trying to get in and kill Wanda because they know that she is now the Scarlet Witch. Which brings us to our second vote of the night. Which one would you like to move on to the next round? Candle Shoe or WandaVision? WandaVision. By the way, the WandaVision, each episode has a different theme song that's kind of similar, but it's different theme songs. The theme songs are actually all written by. Wait, are you serious right now? Wait. Candle Shoe, Candle Shoe, Candle Shoe, Candle Shoe. Wait, it's a 4-1 right now for Candle Shoe? Are you kidding me? I didn't think this was going to happen tonight. I thought WandaVision would just walk away with this one. 4-2. I've seen Candle Shoe several times when I was younger. I love Candle Shoe. Candle Shoe is like WandaVision, Candle Shoe. Oh my gosh, Candle Shoe actually might win. But anyways, the WandaVision theme song was written by the same people who wrote the Frozen music. The 50s episode is 10 out of 10. It's great. They actually had Dick Van Dyke come in and help them out. You guys have about 10 seconds left to throw your votes in. Right now, Candle Shoe will win, which is mind-boggling to me right now. If you have 5, we got new comments here. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm almost positive Candle Shoe just won. Let me just double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 6-3. Candle Shoe is moving on. What? How? There's no way. Oh my gosh. And there's going to be people who come on later on and are like, I wanted WandaVision. Well, maybe you should have came on in time and you could have voted. Okay, let's choose a number, 2 other numbers between 1 and 16 to go next in our head-to-head competition here. So the first 2 numbers that pop up are going to be the ones that are going to go head-to-head. The only numbers that we cannot do is number 4, number 5, number 10, and number 13. We got number 7. Number 7 is going to go up against number... No one? No one wants to throw a number in there? Number 2. 7 against number 2. What's going to be your competition? Oh, I know. I think I know what's going to win, but I thought WandaVision was going to win, and WandaVision did not win. Okay. Let's get it. Okay, I think that's how you spell it. Okay, going up in our next competition here is those 2. Let's start off with one of the most acclaimed series and one of the most shocking series of the entire Disney Plus original series. So we actually spent a long time talking to a cast member about this, like a week or 2 ago when my parents were in town. We went over to Rafiki's Planet Watch and we started talking to one of the people, and there were signs around talking about how there was filming that possibly could be going on that day for a second season of The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom was such a surprising and shocking story or series that came out of Animal Kingdom that most people just not expect it to be as popular as it ended up being. In this series, every single episode took us on a journey with 1 or 2 or sometimes even 3 different animals found throughout the Walt Disney World property, as we heard about them being pregnant and giving birth, like a porcupine, or seeing a manatee go through surgery, or so many different animals all around. And we got to know these animals, and the animals kind of actually became celebrities. I vividly remember the very first episode I watched at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It came out that day. I was at Disney's Animal Kingdom that day, and I sat under the Tree of Life, and I watched the first half of the first episode. And then I went and watched the animals that were actually talked about in that series. Those animals actually became kind of like celebrities, including the staff of the authors for Disney's Animal Kingdom as well. Overall, it was an amazing series that blew me away. Going up against the Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom, I want to say the Magic of Disney's Animation, but that's not what we're doing. Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom is a film that came out just a few months ago, and actually that kind of blew me away as well. The film takes the classic story of Cinderella, but switches up a few parts of Cinderella and puts the word sneak in there instead. Sneakerella. Sneakerella tells the story of a boy who dreams about being a famous artist when it comes to sneakers. His mom and him owned a sneaker shop, but unfortunately his mother passed away, leaving him with his evil stepfather and two evil stepbrothers who now run the shop that was his family's business. No one in the area likes the family, except for, of course, the boy, and eventually he finds the royalty of Sneakerella, or the sneaker family, in all of New York City, and he doesn't realize who he's talking to, but he falls in love with a girl who can make all of his dreams come true. Which brings us to our next vote. Which one would you like to have go through to the next round? The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom or Sneakerella? By the way, Sneakerella really surprised me. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. But with that being said, I would definitely be voting for the Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. We started off with such a tough vote. Like the first vote was just insanely vote. All right, we got 1 for the Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom, 2 for Animal Kingdom, 3 for Animal Kingdom, 4 for Animal Kingdom. We have 4. Julian's the one who put Sneakerella into the thing. So, Magic Animal Disney Animal Kingdom. That was my dog's second favorite show. What's your dog's first favorite show? I'm curious. My dog's second favorite show. Did you ask the dog what's your favorite show? And I'm like, oh, if I had to make my list here. Animal Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. It looks like we might have our first shutout here. No offense to Sneakerella. You've got 5 seconds for any Sneakerella fans to sneak in and try to get this to have 1 or 2 votes. Oh, you didn't put Sneakerella in. Who put Sneakerella in it? Someone put Sneakerella in. Okay. Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom is moving on to our next round here. Okay, so that wraps up our 3rd round of votes. Now we've got more people in the chat room, so let's start doing our second prompt right now here. We need to get more things onto our list. Right now we've got a total of 17. Let's bring it up to a total of 32. So before we move on, you are just throwing in, what is your favorite thing to watch on Disney Plus? If it's not one of the things that's already been added on to our list, then it'll be added to our list for the coming up weeks here. Okay, so start throwing those items down into the comments below. It can be a series. It can be a movie. It can be a movie that was made specifically for Disney Plus. It can be anything else. We actually already have Mighty Ducks on there. Mighty Ducks has already been added to our list. We got both the movie and the series was added actually in our first top 16. So right now we're at 17. Let's bring it up to 32. Let's throw this out here. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? There's lots of Star Wars movies out there. What's your favorite Star Wars movie to be added to our list here? I like Rogue One, and I like Andor. I'm going to throw Rogue One onto our list. Oh, wait. Ooh, Happiest Millionaire. Great movie. Absolutely great movie. Happiest Millionaire. Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time. The TV series, I'm assuming, right? Howard. Yes. Howard was a great movie. Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. Okay. Rogue One is best. I think so too. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Let's throw that one on there. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I feel like you guys added that movie to every single list that we ever do, and it never goes anywhere. Star Wars Rebels. Amazing series. Okay, let's do another prompt here. What is a TV series that is on Disney Plus? What is a TV series that's on Disney Plus that you recommend to you, like the top one that you would recommend to your friend, your best friend, who's probably never seen it? What's the one series that you would say you have to watch this show? This show was amazing. Coco, let's throw Coco on there. Remember me. So, Agent Carter. Oh, I haven't watched that since it was first out on ABC. It was like 10 years ago almost now. But I have it on my watch list on Disney Plus. So what's a series that you tell people you have to watch this show? This is such a good show. Oh, you know what I'm gonna throw out there? Oh, Daredevil. I'm gonna throw Diary of a Future President out there. I'm so bummed that that's not coming back for a third season. Diary of a Future President. Clone Wars, the animated one. That was a good series. I like the seventh season that they added for Disney Plus. Okay, let's do another prompt here. We still have to add a few more thrown in here before we go to our next vote. Let's do if you what's the first thing? Ooh, Cars on the Road. That's a good one. Cars on the Road. What is the first thing that you watched on Disney Plus? The day that Disney Plus came out, or the day that you purchased Disney Plus, what was the first thing you watched? Like, what was the thing you're like, I have to watch this right now? Bluey. Bluey is an amazing series. Then we have The Rescue. If you've not watched the documentary The Rescue, watch the documentary The Rescue. It is crazy what those children went through. Oh, wait. What is the first thing that you watched on Disney Plus when Disney Plus debuted, or when you first purchased Disney Plus? Bambi. Bambi is a great film. The Adventures of the Gummy Bears. Adventures of Gummy Bears. We have Tarzan. Tarzan is an amazing film. Descendants. Just the first one, or a specific one? Let's put down Descendants here. Okay, any other ones? We're oozing into our next section here. Our top 48. DuckTales, we said that earlier, so Tailspin. The first thing I watched when Disney Plus came out was an episode of Star Wars Forces of Change. The Wampa episode. So okay, so we have our top 32. We actually have a little bit more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 37 on our list right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we had Sneakerella went through, and what did it go? Oh, Magic of Disney. Okay, so you guys have now through 1 through 32. We'll do a few more, and then we'll eventually do another prompt here. Okay, so 1 through 32, first two numbers that pop up on our list here will be the next two to go through. We have 6 numbers you can't choose: 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, and 13. Oh, 2, 4, 5. First two numbers that pop up are going to be our next two that we're going to have go head to head here. All right, we got 14 and number 6. 14 against 6. Oh, I'm liking this. Are you guys enjoying this? I enjoy this kind of stuff. All right, our next head to head here is going to be a head to head of 2 relatively new shows, like extremely new shows. Like, one is still going on right now, and the other one just ended just about a month or 2 ago. So let's start us off with the one that's going on. I haven't watched. Let me start off with this. I have not watched the new episode yet, so no spoilers in the chat room because other people might not have watched it yet either. But earlier I put Rogue One on the list. Rogue One tells the story of Cassian Andor along with Jyn Erso, but Cassian Andor is one of the main characters in the film, and of course, it's not until the contest until you kill something off. I'll have to kill something off at some point. I'm sure. I guarantee it's gonna come down to me being the tiebreaker and then people being upset and talking about Big Brother for the next 5 years. Not like that's ever happened before. You know what? I'm just gonna do it right now. Let me throw this in there. Big Brother. Or not Big Brother, Brother Bear. Brother Bear is now officially on our list. Okay. So before that was the story of Cassian Andor, and that is what Andor actually takes place about, or talks about. It talks about the beginnings of Cassian Andor, and we go through the backstory of him. There's only been 6 episodes so far, but so far in this series, it's like a cinematic journey that is much like a movie. Like the whole time you actually feel like you're watching an actual Star Wars movie, and you kind of forget that you're watching a Star Wars series. Overall, between the 4 Star Wars series that have come out so far, Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Andor, I think Andor might actually be my favorite. So far, I've been on the edge of my seat every single week, not knowing what exactly is going to happen in the next episode, besides knowing that Andor will live because he's in the movie that takes place after the series. But besides that, I have no idea what's going to happen, and it's been such an amazing ride so far. Going up against Andor is one of the most shockingly amazing, amusing series that I've seen on Disney Plus so far. That I've watched it, well, I'm like 1.5 times. I watched it one time through, and I've actually started watching it again because I think it's just that good of a series, and it's still relatively new too. It is a Marvel series, and out of all the different Marvel series that have come out in the recent times, there has been so many amazing Marvel series. From WandaVision, which you guys killed off, not me, you. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, so many amazing, Loki, so many different amazing series that we've had throughout the years. But the one that surprised me more than anything was Miss Marvel. In Miss Marvel, we find the story of Miss Marvel and how she gets her powers, along with how she continues to grapple with both her home life, her school life, and her newfound power life as well. The adventures take her on an amazing journey that takes her off to different countries until eventually she goes back into her high school where the final showdown happens. Overall, Miss Marvel was an amazing, amazing, amazing series, and I think it might actually be in my top 2 of Marvel series so far, and that's saying something because there's been a lot of amazing Marvel series so far on the Disney Plus. So that brings us to our vote. Which one would you like to move on to the next round, Andor or Miss Marvel? You guys have about 30 seconds to throw your votes into the comments right now. Do 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 do. Okay. We've got a vote for Andor, vote for Miss Marvel, vote for Andor, vote for Andor. Andor's great. I love it. Both of these are extremely difficult. Miss Marvel. Right now it's tied. It's a 3-3 vote with Andor and Miss Marvel both being tied. We still have 10 people who are watching that have not voted yet. So throw your votes into the comments below. It is a 4-3 vote, a 5-3 vote with Miss Marvel pulling into the lead here. Miss Marvel will continue being in the lead for at least one more vote, and then it might be a tie once again. I know this is kind of an unfair vote because we don't know what happens in Andor, but we know what happens in Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel's been out. Andor, we've not seen yet. Both shows absolutely amazing. Actually, both shows are like top of the game for Star Wars and top of the game for Marvel, not for Miss Marvel, but for Marvel. We got another vote for Andor. It is currently a 5-4 vote with Miss Marvel being in the lead. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's just double check here. We got Andor, Miss Marvel, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3 with Miss Marvel in the lead, 5-3 Miss Marvel, 5-4. Miss Marvel is moving on to the next round here. What? Okay, I need 2 numbers in the chat room right away to figure out what our next competition is going to be. The first 2 numbers to pop up are going to be the ones that are going to go head to head in our series here. Any numbers between 1 and 32. 1 through 32. Last time you guys chose 1 through 16 still. We can go up to 1 through 32. 1 through 32. Get to some of those later numbers into the competition here too. Okay, we got 17 and 23. Oh! I think I know what's going to win, but I thought I knew it was going to win every other time. I think I've been, besides the Magic Disney's animation or Disney's Animal Kingdom, I think every other one I've predicted, right? I've lost it. That was the only one that I liked. Was like, oh, this is going to be it. Okay, so sometimes when you want to have a movie that you start to forget about, the movie just reminds you to remember who they are with a simple song, Remember Me. Though I hate to say goodbye, remember me. Don't mean to make you cry, even if I'm far away. You know the song, Coco. Coco tells the story of Mama Coco, but mainly Miguel. Miguel is a boy who has grown up in a shoe-making family his whole life, but he loves music. But music has been banned because his great-great-grandpa was a musician who ran out on the family. Coco eventually finds a magical guitar, or kind of, and he goes to the land of the dead, where eventually he finds his great-great-grandpa, who ends up becoming one of his best friends as well. Along the way, he also realizes that he, at one point, might have been related to a murderer, but maybe not as well. Long story. If you've seen it, it makes a lot of sense what I'm saying. If you've not seen it, it's probably very confusing. Going up against Coco is... Wait, what was it? Oh, it's a documentary. The first documentary that we have... Or actually, no, I'm sorry. Going up... Not one of our first documentaries for here. Going up against it is a documentary that tells the story of a man who made a huge impact in the Disney world. So if you've ever heard of Howard Ashman, then you know Howard Ashman is responsible for characters like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and The Little Mermaid. The story, or the documentary, Howard, goes through and tells the story about Howard Ashman, starting with his early days all the way up until his death in 1991. While we go through the entire film, we learn about why exactly at the end of the one film they say that he gave a mermaid her voice and a beast his soul, because we find out that it was him who not only gave this characters and all these characters amazing stories and amazing backstories and amazing heart and joy and laughter, but if it was not for him, Disney animation probably would not be what it is today. So that brings us to our vote. Which one would you like to go on to our next round? Either Coco or Howard. You've got 30 seconds to throw your votes into the comments right now. This is a tough one. I know what I would vote for, but I think it's still a tough one. Coco. Remember me. Howard. Coco, Howard. Oh, we've got a competition here. Okay, wait, we're going to start at the top here because things are popping up all around the place. This is a wow. Okay. This is so much closer than I thought it was going to be. All right, we got 1 for Coco, 1 for Howard. 2 for Coco, 3 for Coco. We have a 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4, 6-4 vote. We have a 6-4 vote. We still have 7 people who are watching that have not voted yet. We're going to give you guys like 10 seconds to throw your vote in. Otherwise, Coco will be moving on to our next round here. I thought Coco was going to win. I did not think Howard was going to get 4 votes. Not at all. Like, I was thinking it was going to be more of a landslide. Howard's a great film. If you guys have not watched Howard yet, I highly suggest watching Howard. We're going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coco is moving on to our next round here. If you've not watched Howard, watch Howard. It's a great documentary. All right, let's go on to our next thing here. Throw in two numbers between 1 and 32 to figure out what our next competition is. I love Howard, but it's Coco. Coco is a great movie. I think Coco is a great movie. I think it's finally getting the appreciation that it deserves. I remember seeing it when I first came out in theaters. 30 and 30. Both of you guys voted for 30. So we got 30 right now for sure. Ooh. 30. What is 30 going to be going up against, though? 30 against, and we need a second number. Anybody? Bueller. 11. Did we do 11 yet? We have not done 11. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. That one and that one. Okay. Let's throw the competition into here for me to keep track of. And this movie, which will win. Okay, let's go through here and figure out which one is going to go on to our next round. So, in the corner on the right, we have one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. I was on the edge of my seat. I remember this story when it actually happened live, but I didn't know all the details about it, which made it just that much more exciting. It is a National Geographic film that came out, I think it was this year it came out. And I watched it, and immediately I talked to my parents and I said, you guys have to watch this because I think you'll really like it. And then they watched it and they're like, this is a really good movie. And then my dad put it into the comments here. So that brings us to The Rescue. The Rescue is a story about a soccer team off in, I can't remember the country right now, someplace in Asia. I can't think of where exactly in Asia. Someone, if you guys remember off the top of your head, throw it into the comments. But it was a soccer team. And when I say soccer team, I don't mean like a professional soccer team. I mean like little kid soccer team who went into a cave because they went into this cave often. And then it started to rain and the cave started to have it. So it lifted up in Thailand. It started to lift up and these children, a group of kids, got stuck in this cave along with one of their coaches for literally days, like days and days and days. And a group of divers had to go in and try to figure out how to get them out. But they were so far into this cave that they weren't sure exactly how to get these kids out of the cave without them dying themselves. Along the way, people died trying to save these children, but eventually victory was had. And all the kids came out. Okay, but what was unbelievable is just the way that this story came around and watching these children who were literally minutes, well, probably more closer to hours away from their death if they were not rescued. The Rescue is an amazing documentary on Disney Plus from the National Geographic section. If you've not watched it yet, you watch it. It's such a good documentary. Going up against The Rescue is about another story about rescue in caves. Because at the start of Iron Man, he is in a cave and he creates the Iron Man suit. Well, the first one, the Mark I. And he escapes and eventually becomes known as Iron Man. Along the way, he has Pepper Potts as assistant, Happy Hogan, and several other characters that we all know and love. Now, one of the things that I do want to point out about this movie that's kind of blown my mind, Jeff Bridges plays his business partner / enemy in the film. And then Jeff Bridges also plays the Big Lebowski. And then in Endgame, Iron Man, who worked with Jeff Bridges lookalike, he sees Thor and says, out of the way, Lebowski, referencing the Big Lebowski, which Jeff Bridges was. Anyways, that's besides the point. That's Iron Man or The Rescue. Throw your votes into the comments below. You guys have all, most of you have probably seen the Iron Man before. Throw your votes into the comments below, either Iron Man or The Rescue. Going right now. You guys have about 30 seconds to throw your votes in. All right, we got Iron Man. We got The Rescue. Right now it's a 1-1. 2-1 with The Rescue pulling into the lead. I feel like Iron Man's going to win, but also at the same time, if you've seen The Rescue, it does make it more difficult. All right, so 1-1, 2-1 with The Rescue in the lead, 2-2, 3-2 with The Rescue in the lead, 3-3, 4-3 with Iron Man in the lead, 5-3 with Iron Man in the lead. Keep throwing your votes into the comments below. We've got a lot of people who just joined us. If you guys are joining us right now, we are doing a vote, trying to figure out what the best thing to watch on Disney Plus is. Right now, the competition is between Iron Man and The Rescue. If you guys want to throw your vote in, throw in your vote into the comments below on which one you want to have move on to the next round, either Iron Man or The Rescue. Iron Man's pulling ahead here. You guys have about 7-ish seconds left to vote here, and we'll end our vote in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, Iron Man will be moving on to our next round. Yay! Okay, so it is getting close to the end of our show. We do end at 10:30. Before the show started, I did look. I haven't looked yet right now, but we were at 2,211 subscribers. So if we've gone up a few, we're going to go into extra innings. We're going to do one more round for sure. So was it 20? I think it was, 2211. Almost positive. Until I see it, then I'll be like, oh no, that was not it. 2211. It's still up there. Oh, we've gone down one. We went down to 2210. If we get back up to 2211, if we go back up to 2211, we will go through any movie I make you go to Walmart in the middle of the night for our shoe to win. That's probably true. All right, so it's okay. People unsubscribe all the time, especially like the higher up you get with subscribers, the more often it will happen. Okay, let's throw in. This is going to possibly be our last one unless we get a few more subscribers here. Throw in a two numbers from two different people between 1 and 32 to figure out our possible final competition for tonight's episode here. Do 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 do. Okay, we got 29. What's number 29? So right now we still have just 29 and 18. 29 and 18. Ooh. Oh. Oh, this is going to be oh, no, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Okay. Ironically, the same person gave both of these options here. This is going to possibly be our last one. I will let you guys know after we do this vote here on whether or not this is the last one for tonight. Let me just cross off these to make sure we don't do a duplicate of these next week. Okay. Let's get this party started. Starting us off is the very last live action film that Walt Disney ever worked on. The very last one that he worked on throughout the majority of the production, and ironically, it's named pretty much after him, The Happiest Millionaire. The Happiest Millionaire has one of my favorite songs in it, Virtuosity. That's me byword. The song Virtuosity, the musical version, actually plays on Main Street USA. It's one of the greatest songs. I love Virtuosity. Sometimes castles fall to the ground, but that's where four-leaf clovers are found. Da-da-da. Anyways, Virtuosity tells the story of a millionaire, hence the happiest part, or the millionaire part, not the happiest part. And it tells a story about a millionaire along with his brand new butler who had just got into town from Ireland. Aha. And him and the butler go on multiple adventures together, but all the adventures actually happen at his house. He's a very eccentric millionaire who actually keeps alligators inside the house. He runs a boxing competition, which is also a Christian Bible study thing too, naturally. Along the way, he goes through and has it so his daughter falls in love and moves away, but also he wants to have it so he just keeps his family intact and does not lose the love of his daughter in the end. Overall, he becomes the happiest millionaire because he gets everything that he wants, but in a different way than he ever anticipated for him to have. Going up against The Happiest Millionaire is one of the best shows of all time in animated form. If you've ever been a big fan of Star Wars, there are multiple different Star Wars films to watch, and there's different Star Wars series to watch as well. All of them are in a competition right now, with the exception of Book of Boba Fett. I don't think anyone went through that one in there. But this is not the Clone Wars. It is not Star Wars Resistance. It is Star Wars Rebels. Star Wars Rebels tells the story of Ezra, and Ezra meets a group of ragtag group band people who go through and are starting a rebellion against the Empire. Now, this is taking place in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, and along the way, Ezra, along with his new friends, go through and start to mess up a lot of the plans against the Empire. The finale of season 2 or season 3, I think it might be season 3, is like the best season finale I've ever seen for any show. Like, not just a Star Wars show, but like any show. It is such an intense episode where eventually Ezra goes up head to head with Darth Vader, with Ahsoka Tano there, and oh my gosh, just such a good episode. It is such a good finale for that season. But also, the thing with Star Wars Rebels, it leaves us with the biggest cliffhanger that we've ever been left with a Star Wars film, and I've been dying to know exactly what happens over the years. But Star Wars Rebels is also one of those shows on Disney Plus that I have watched multiple times because I think it's just that good of a Star Wars show. If you like Star Wars and if you like animation, go give it a watch. It's a great show, which is going to bring us to our vote here between Star Wars Rebels or The Happiest Millionaire. Season 2 finale. Thank you. It's such a good show. I like Clone Wars, but Star Wars Rebels is the best of the animated series. Okay, we got 30 seconds to vote here. We have Happiest Millionaire. Leah, I'm assuming that this is your vote for that. We have Star Wars Rebels. Oh, we have another one for The Happiest Millionaire. Good. I like The Happiest. I love The Happiest Millionaire. Star Wars Rebels, but I love The Happiest Millionaire. That's the problem. That's your vote. Okay. That's the problem with these votes. When we go through here, you guys still have about like 15 seconds to vote. So just keep on throwing your votes into the thing. Happiest Millionaire. The problem when we do these competitions is I have such a tough time deciding what to vote for because I truly love like everything. I like everything. Happiest Millionaire. Oh, this vote's coming down to a wire here. Okay, we're gonna give you guys about like 10 more seconds to vote if anyone out there still wants to throw votes in. Because this is getting a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so let's go through here. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we have Star Wars Rebels, Happiest Millionaire. It's 1-1, 2-1 with Rebels in lead, 3-1 with Rebels in lead, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4. Oh, 4-4. Are you serious? Oh no, I can't kill one of these off. If anyone out there is watching and you want to throw in your vote, we still have 7 people who are watching who have not voted yet for this one. Throw your vote in the comments below. Eric gets so excited. I'm gonna if we have another vote come in while I walk through my process here. Yeah, okay. Let's talk our way through this one because this is a tough one for me. Because I love classic. Oh, Debbie's our tiebreaker. Happiest Millionaire wins. Happiest Millionaire is moving on. I'm glad you voted Debbie because I honestly have zero clue what I would have voted for. I have no clue. I really have no clue what would have been my vote there. God bless you, Debbie. Okay, let's see if we've gone up any new subscribers in. Wait, are you throwing Rebel? Okay, we got a tie again. Okay, we're tied. We'll keep it a tie for now. Did we go up any new subscribers? We didn't go up any subscribers, so I'll be the tiebreaker unless someone else votes in And I'll do about 30 seconds here to figure out my tie-breaking moment. This is also giving you guys a chance to get a new subscriber, because if we get a new subscriber, we will go through and do one more round here. So, I love Star Wars Rebels. I do love Star Wars Rebels. I think Chopper's great. I think Ezra is such a great character arc. Like his whole story arc from start to it's such a good story arc. The whole crew is just great. Like the whole crew is great, and I love how they ended it, because it literally, like, it's left me speechless trying to figure out what's going to happen. With that being said, The Happiest Millionaire is a great film. I love the song "They'll Be Home for Christmas," and they'll be home for Christmas. Yeah, let them go, let them go, let them try their wings. I love The Happiest Millionaire so much, and I've been in the telephone booth that's actually in the film that they use throughout the entire thing. I'm gonna wait for the keyboard. The telephone booth that they're actually in is at Club 33 over at Disneyland. I went to Club 33 one time in Disneyland, and I got to go inside that phone booth. So like the movie has a special connection to me. And I love Fortuosity. I think Fortuosity is just such a great film. The problem with the film is it's got a very weak middle half, like the very weak middle of the film. Like there's like an hour where I'm like, okay, just keep moving. Because I'm not a big fan of her boyfriend, and there's some parts in the middle that aren't that great. There's some parts of Star Wars Rebels that aren't that great either. However, if I have to choose between the two, which I do have to choose between the two, I'm moving Star Wars Rebels onto the next round. Mainly just due to the fact that I have watched it multiple times, which is tough for me to watch a TV series twice, unless it's something like The Office, which I'm like, I love The Office. But for an animated series that I didn't watch immediately and I watched after it came out, to have it, so I've watched it twice since it came out, we are moving Star Wars Rebels onto our next round here. Wow. That was like a crazy turn of events, because it was tied, and then Happiest Millionaire got a vote, and then someone else was like, haha, no, I want to have it, so my vote comes in too. Okay, if we are up to 2,211 subscribers, we will go into one bonus round here. And we unfortunately did not. Drop my cup. 2210 is where we are ending our night at here. However, next week, if you join us right away at 9:30, we still have, right now we have a total of 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. We have 38 different items on our list so far. We are going to have it so at the start of the episode next week, we're going to get to at least our top four. Here, why? For Fred McMurray's sake, I will change my vote. Happiest Millionaire wins. No, don't say that. Oh my gosh. I think Fred McMurray was prouder of other movies than he was of The Happiest Millionaire. That's what I'm going to say. That's so mean. That is so mean. Fred McMurray would be rolling around in his grave. Him and I went to the same college. Our alma maters are together. Brent joined the Rebels. Oh, this is awful. Your fellow Carroll College person will hate you. This is why I don't sleep at night. It's not because I'm working on videos and stuff. It's because I'm crying because of these conversations right here. Okay. So anyways, I cry myself to sleep here. So join us at the start of next week's episode. Next week's episode, we will have it so by the halfway point, we will have all 64 items in our ballot to have it so you guys can be going through and voting for. So far, we've gone through. Let's do a recap of tonight's episode, because in case people came in late, we actually only did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only did 7 lineups, so we got a long way to go here. But in our very first matchup of the night, we had the Imaginarian story beat, surprisingly, the Mandalorian. Rest in peace, baby Grogu. Up next, we had another shocker. Candle Shoe, the classic from the 1970s, beat out WandaVision. I don't know how. I really don't know how that. I have no idea how Candle Shoe won, but Candle Shoe won. And I'm sure there's some people who came in late now who are like, wait, I like WandaVision. Should have came on time. Then we had a one that was not as big of a shocker. The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom beat out Sneakerella. Ms. Marvel beat out Andor. Coco beat Howard, the documentary. Iron Man beat the Rescue. And Star Wars Rebels beat out Happiest Millionaire. Make sure you join us next week because we are going to keep on going into our list and have it so more and more fun is going to happen. Now, this is how... let's see on it's not the words I'm going to say to you. It's probably true. The way that this competition is going to go is just like in the past. We're going to have it so this continues going week to week to week. However, in 2 weeks, maybe it's 3 weeks, I keep on forgetting when it is. I will be doing the Wine and Dine Half Marathon, so we will be throwing in an episode of a recap of that and then going back to our thing as well. So keep on make sure that you keep on coming back every single week. Spread the word, tell your friends, have it so your favorite thing on Disney Plus will make it to the very end. Who knows? Maybe your favorite thing will be the determining factor of what goes all the way. Also, over the next week, think about what you want to have added to the list because we still have to add another 20 items to our list. So keep on thinking about what you would like to see added to our list to hopefully go the distance. Maybe Hercules is it. Okay, so on that note, I would like to remind you guys that tonight's show was sponsored by It's All About the Mouse Travel. Hey. Make sure you stop by it'sallaboutthemousetravel.com for all of your Disney travel needs. All of their services are absolutely, positively, 100% free. So make sure you book with them for your next Disney vacation. I'd like to thank everyone out there for joining us once again this week. Please keep on spreading the word about the Wednesday show and From the Screen Theme and invite anyone and everyone to join the group over on Facebook or over on the YouTube channel as well. Remember, if you know people who want to subscribe, send them over to subscribe. We have daily videos coming on every single week. And of course, yeah, come on back, y'all. We'll kill something off next week, too. And of course, as always, remember that anything can happen, including me killing off different movies and TV shows, if you let it. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm a killing machine. First Brother Bear, now this. Oh, Fred McMurray, I'm so sorry. Fred McMurray, if for some reason you're watching this in the afterlife, I truly apologize. I love The Happiest Millionaire. I do. It's such a, but Star Wars Rebels. You didn't see Star Wars Rebels. It came out after you passed away, and I feel like if you were alive when Star Wars Rebels came out, they probably would have cast you to be one of the characters in the film. And you probably would have agreed with me that maybe Star Wars Rebels should have beat out The Happiest Millionaire. But I apologize, Mr. McMurray. I truly do. I hope that you rest in peace and that you're not mad at me. Much love, Brent Dutch. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Are they gone? Are they gone? Oh, good. My cheeks are just killing me. I just can't stand this kind of pressure. Jiminy Joker.